So when you guys come in, there should be 4 tubs sitting here. One is for elbows, one is for wrist guards, one is for knee pads, and one is for helmets. We may also have a carton of them for the extra helmets. And all the roller blades are on racks, bungeed in. And this is the way they should be when you get done with them. If you need to know sizes, there's a chart right here. Try and hold it up for you. This is what it looks like for sizes. If you use the same sizes each time, that way you know exactly which set of rollerblades you need. The numbers on the backs of them coincide with the numbers that are on the chart. You need to make sure that you grab a pair of them when you get them. So make sure you have a left 23 and a right 23 when you grab them. About the safety equipment for inline skating now. I'm sitting in my office here. The equipment is the helmet, which is one of the regular bicycle helmets. We have elbow pads. The elbow pads and the knee pads, they look a lot alike. To figure out which one is which, if you look on the white tab, it'll tell you right here whether it's an elbow pad or a knee pad. With the elbow pads, the white part, there's a top part and a bottom part. The white part goes on your arm up towards your elbow. If you need to try and tighten them up, cross them over. And I know some of this stuff isn't going to fit the best, but it's the best we have, so we're going to make the best of it. So that's where the elbow pads go on. There's 2 of those. And then the knee pads, like I said, they look a lot like the elbow pads. They're a little bit bigger. Okay, and these are going to go onto your knee right like this. Okay, so there's a top and a bottom to it. And the top goes up towards your body, bottom goes towards your foot. You got to take your shoes off in order to put those on. With the wrist guards, elbow pads, knee pads, there is no right or left to them. Okay, with the wrist guards there is. With the wrist guard, there's a hump on it. Okay, a bump that goes right on the palm of your hand. All right, so this one is my right one because there's a thumb hole right here. I'm gonna slide it on just like that. Hump goes there. Pull this, Velcro it on, and snug it up. Okay. Do the same thing with the left one. You probably want to put these on last, after you've got your inline skates on and your helmets on and you're all ready to go. The last thing I would do is put these on. With the inline skates then, here's what they look like. There is a left one and a right one. The right one has our brake on it, which is this right here. These have shoelaces. It has a Velcro strap, and it has a regular strap here. Okay. When you go to put these on, you want to make sure that this is off by pushing in on or pushing on the clip here on the side. You can pull this out. Slide your foot into it. Make sure that the tongue is inside the boot. Okay? You don't want this on the outside and try and tighten it up. It isn't going to work because you want these to be snug up against your ankles when you do that. Okay? So you're going to slide your foot in there. Make sure the tongue is on the inside of the boot part. You are going to tie the shoelaces, pull it snug. Okay, and then use your Velcro strap to hold the shoelaces in place. Now, very important, when you put this back in here, get a little closer here so you can see. When you put this back in, you got to make sure that it goes inside the boot. Okay, if I show you right here, okay, it's coming inside here. You want to make sure it's inside here. Don't let it come out the outside here because otherwise it gets stuck and then we have a hard time getting it out. You're going to push this in as far as you can to snug it up around here, and then this clip part here, get that shoelace out of the way. clip part here then snaps in, and it should snug up around your waist or around your ankles, and that way it's going to be a nice tight snug fit on your foot. And you don't want that rollerblade wiggling around up here on your foot. You want a nice snug fit. Okay? Here's my example. I'm going to pop my shoe off and I will put this on. So see the strap's inside here, so I'm going to unbuckle it, push in on the clip, pull the strap completely out, undo the Velcro, and make sure the laces are all undone. Slide my foot in. Now make sure that that tongue is in against my ankle or inside against my lower leg. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull on the shoelaces to snug it up and tie them. You can just do a single, you don't have to do a double knot. Take my Velcro, and there's a clip on the side here that this goes through. I'm going to pull that back across, so that way your shoelace doesn't come undone and get caught in the wheels. Now here's this regular strap again. I'll show you this way. It's got to go inside the clip into the inside of the boot, and I'm going to snug it up as far as I can. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and lock it down. Now that's fairly snug on there. It feels pretty good. It isn't going to wobble around too much. You should be able to wiggle your toes and feel alright. Shouldn't be cutting off the circulation to your toes, but you don't want your whole ankle flopping around in there. And do the same thing with the other one, and then away you go. Into class, when you're done, sit down on the floor and just reverse the process. So the first thing you want to do is you want to unclip the side, push in on the clip here, pull the strap completely out, undo the Velcro, and just Velcro it back on itself so they don't get caught on each other. Untie it, loosen it up, and take it off. Set it to the side. Take both of your knee pads off. I've already got one off already. If you take the two knee pads and take your Velcro through one of them and bring it back and Velcro it back onto here, that way we can keep the pair together, so they just grab a pair and they know that they got them. Same thing with the elbow pads. When you take them off, if you take one of them and feed it through and Velcro it on, that way we have a group together. With the wrist guards, if you can take them, loosen up the Velcro on one of them so that you can slide the other one inside there, and then take them and Velcro them back together again, keeping them in pairs. It'll make it easier when we go to put it away. With the helmet, once you take it off, simply strap it back together and set it carefully back into the boxes. Please don't throw these back into the containers. Every time it gets dropped and stuff, it takes a chance of cracking it and no longer being able to. When you put your rollerblades away, make sure that the tab right there is flipped back against the body of the blade, so that way when you stick them into here, they don't get all tangled up. Alright? If you lift up on the bungee cord and slip them underneath, it's easier to get them in and out. And just make sure it comes back down when it's time, or when you're done. Alright? So the bungee cords need to be back underneath them and ready to all be lined up just this way, bungeed in and neatly put away. And the helmets need to be back in the cases, the knee pads in the cases, the wrist guards, and the elbow pads.